Welcome to the DIY3DTech.com channel.
Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. In this episode I want to cover out just real quickly some of the modifications that I've made to the TwoUp, especially around the bearing holders. Had several problems with the stock Millmine bearing holders which came with the TwoUp. So produced a set of ABS printed ones, printed them on the DaVinci, so you can see the four bearing holders here in place on the TwoUp. So actually very nice. I placed these up on Tinkercad and Thingiverse. The bearings actually pop right into the holders, so it holds it rather tight. Also wanted to go over real quick the tightening down of these, as you have to be careful a little bit with these so you don't actually break the plastic. Just real quick to hit on the plastic, these are printed on the DaVinci, printed with thick shells, 30% infill, so very sturdy. However, they do screw into Millmine, so one of the things that I have done is on the back side I've taken some number 4 screws, some number 4 machine screws, or nuts, sorry, and put them on the underside so these screw into it. It just makes it so it's good. So the stock TwoUp is designed to tap into the Millmine. Real poor design. I had problems with these becoming loose in bed movement. You can see here I'm trying to jiggle the bed. This is rock solid. Same thing with the bearings on the X-axis up here and here. Again, rock solid design. However, tightening them down, what you want to do is I start here in the upper left, move to the lower right, then lower left, and then back to upper right. So I go crisscross pattern, tightening it down. You don't want to get them too tight. You want them just to get them snugged up so they're snug. You can feel it kind of give a little bit. These will break. There's not a lot here at the bottom ends to hold it. So the torque is actually being held on the side, and this does go down around the bearing just above the rod. So again, very secure fit on both axes. Would highly suggest printing these out as modifications and replacing the stock bearing mounts. One of the other pieces that you'll want to do is typically with the ABS down here at the bottoms, and this is the bottom up here, you'll get a little bit of a lip on your first layer of spread. Take a utility knife, just a hobby knife, kind of clean them out, and this literally will snap onto the bearing. You'll hear just a real small little snap as it clicks in, and it holds it tightly in place so the bearing really doesn't move. So again, good modification to make this very solid. The bearings won't move, the bearings won't come loose. Very important. Just a little bit of note, on the top bearings, on the X-axis, there's not enough, because there is a backer here, there's not enough to get the bearings, get a nut on the back of these. So what I did is took some clear silicone, put them on the ends of the bolts as I tapped them in, and so it kind of sat up in there as a bit of a Loctite mechanism. The main reason I didn't use I didn't glue them as if I want to undo them. I can, the silicone will give, but yet it's not going to strip back out, and it's going to hold it rather firm. So again, been very happy with that. So just a couple key pointers in this. As you can probably see, I've converted the TwoUp to a Bowden extruder. I'll cover this in a complete separate video, and it's all the modifications. It's also sitting on a series of maker rails, and so a number of modifications done to that, but that'll be covered in a separate video. Just wanted on this one to cover out the bearing modifications. Made a lot of improvements to the printer overall by doing the bearing modifications. So I put these up on Thingiverse as well as Tinkercad, so there you go. Have at it. Cheers.